Hey Aquarius, this is Liv from Ephemeris Cartomancy, and we are going to do your December 2019 Love Cartoscope. So let's see main themes, main messages for Aquarius regarding their love life for December 2019, please. We were close to doing jumpers, but we are not. Ooh. Okay. Sorry. Right, so first I'm gonna get the cards out, and then I'm gonna get them in frame. Okay, so let's see how we can make this work. As good as you can get. Okay, Aquarius. I am getting the sense here of coming into December 2019 with an energy of seeking emotional solace, seeking emotional support, receiving that emotional support, particularly in a situation regarding a family life, your family life, your role in your family life. So we are talking about your role as a husband or a wife, a mother or a father, a son, a daughter, that kind of a situation as well, or son-in-law, daughter-in-law. I am sensing that there was a need of offering or giving emotional support more so than in any other situation. It would have involved some sort of a contract. We may be talking about homes, about losing homes, gaining homes, about marriages, engagements, something involving new beginnings, pretty much. There was a greater need of that kind of support and emotional growth and warmth being offered to or received in previous months, so up to at least November. I am seeing now you are receiving that kind of emotional support. I am seeing you making progress, you or your better half, your spouse, making progress in that regard. But as progress is being made, as connections are being restored, as decisions were made regarding that cup of support, that cup of love, that cup of commitment, it now involves some sort of a change, some sort of a journey, some sort of a situation, maybe moving homes, maybe selling homes, buying homes, maybe moving out of your parents' house, or maybe you were living together with your parents as a couple, or with your spouse's parents, or better half's parents. You may now be let's say inspired, if not forced, or feeling forced, or that you need to move. And I am seeing some sort of discord, some sort of difficulty in making the decision, difficulty in putting your decision to practice. There's someone who is ignoring the two sides, the two opposing sides, someone who's refusing to make a choice here. I'm also seeing, getting the sense of relationships which were downgraded. I'm hearing downgraded. So someone was downgraded from the role of a better half to the role of some sort of a friend, or some sort of a supporter, or some sort of a fuck buddy, or some sort of something. That official role, that contract of your relationship, the nature of your connection was downgraded for some of you. And as a result of that, a decision needs to be made. You are forced, or asked, or pushed to make a decision regarding the direction of things, where things are going regarding that downgrade. Where am I going? Where am I seeing myself going with that connection? But you are turning a blind eye to that fact. You are refusing or postponing to actually make that decision. I am sensing that there are greater feelings on your side than on the other side, particularly if you are a divine feminine, and you've been downgraded by a divine masculine force. You may also be conflicted. You may not have been downgraded. You may have downgraded your connection with your lover or your partner because of the fact that there's some new kind of wind in your sails. So there's some new feeling you've developing there. There's some new potential. It may be someone else that you are falling for, someone else that you are getting close to, you or your better half, right? It can only always be vice versa. As a result of the downgraded feelings in your situation, your relationship, or the actual relationship being downgraded, one of you is moving forward and may have to choose between two parties, two sides, or one of you may be forced to end third party situation, to put an end to it, because something is supposed to be getting official. Even if you're having second thoughts, or you or your spouse is having second thoughts about the commitment, even if you're not sure where it is that you're going with this connection, which has been now downgraded, emotionally speaking, for at least one of you, there's possibly a third party here involved, which is going to make matters even more complicated or hard to decide upon. So postponing a decision, in my opinion, is not going to help. It's only going to complicate matters further and further until they become complicated enough that you won't be able to postpone pretty much making a decision. You'll be forced to make a decision at some point. So there's no skipping it. Pretty much you're going to be facing that decision either way. I am also seeing you being conflicted about your desires, your hopes, your dreams, and what it is that you actually intend or can do about your situation. I'm seeing you confused about the direction in which you want to be going in. I'm seeing you trying to assess things very logically, very clear cut, very unemotionally, but you are stuck. Even so, I'm sensing that you are stuck. You are kind of grumpy, you are kind of confused and frustrated, and you may tend to take it out on others in December 2019 as a result of that. You are aiming to enjoy something. You are aiming to make the most of something. There is a sense here of trying to get the most out of your situation, not being sure how you could get the most out of the situation, not being sure how it is that you could make the most of your connection or of the relationship or of the new potential. You are conflicted. You are very conflicted. And I am again seeing two potentials here, two things you may need to be choosing between. And I'm seeing that one of them knows or is going to find out about the fact that there's a second party involved. So someone is going to find out, someone is going to realize that there is a third party situation going on. You are kind of lost emotionally speaking. You are kind of childish. You may be kind of immature about the situation. You may be kind of disconnected. You are not investing much energy and thought emotionally into your situation, perhaps because you are so conflicted about. I'm getting a very strong message here of third party situations. And yet, I am happy to say that you're going to make progress. Some way, some shape, some form. You may not be the driving force of that progress. Some outside force may be that driving force of your progress, but you are going to make progress. You are going to reach a point of fulfillment, of satisfaction, of peace of mind, of fulfillment, of authority. So if your better half is involved in a third party situation, I am seeing you being the winner. If you are involved in a third party situation, I am seeing you somehow getting your way with it, getting away with it, or choosing a side which is going to prove to be very inspired. So your choice is going to prove to be very inspired. Let's see what sort of clarifiers we can get. I am getting the sense of an emotional and spiritual conflict here. So that state of confusion between options, that sense of becoming immature about your situation and the choice which needs to be made. There is some sort of an unpleasant surprise coming your way. There is some sort of an unpleasant thing happening. You may also experience, I'm sorry to say, and I hope it won't be the case, but you may be experiencing health issues within your family, either you or a relative, a close one, or your better half. Someone is going to need perhaps medical attention. So be careful if you are not feeling well, or if someone close to you is not feeling well. Make sure to get them to see a doctor, because it may be something kind of more serious than it may seem at first glance or on the surface, right? So try to get that person which is not feeling too great, try to get them to see a doctor, because I'm getting the sense that there's something important about that which is going to make things even more hectic or difficult for you. Yeah, some of you are going to be feeling trapped in your current relationship, or your better half or spouse is going to be feeling trapped in your current relationships. You are unhappy. That is an unhappy situation which keeps someone trapped. It may involve some sort of financial abundance. So you may be involved in a relationship where there is financial abundance, or there was financial abundance. It may have kind of fizzled away in the meantime, but the commitment, the connection remained. It may be the fact that kind of the love on which the commitment was based pretty much fizzled away, but now you're left with the shell of a relationship, so to speak, right? So the feelings are gone, the feelings are now lost, but you may be left with the shell of a relationship, the remains, the remains of a relationship, the mortal remains of a relationship. How grim does that sound? You may be running into issues which you've run into in the past as well. You may have resolved these issues in the past. You now need to have a much more hardcore approach to the situation, because I feel that the issues have escalated. The situation has escalated. The nature of your marriage, of your relationship, the bad part of the issues may have escalated, but you are going to get lucky. You are going to receive some sort of support, or some sort of luck is going to be on your side. So you are going to once again find a way to solve your issue. It may not be, though, the kind of a solution which you've come across or found or made use of in the past. Some of you may be going through a divorce, in which case I'm seeing some sort of false testimony, false papers, false claims, funds being hidden so they wouldn't be divided in a partition of goods. I'm seeing a lawyer getting involved, so some of you may be downgrading the relationship because you are going through a separation. You may be going to court as well, which is why we may have lawyer figures here, and you becoming emotionally distant and uninvolved. And if that's the case, I'm seeing you getting the kind of help you need, having the kind of lawyer you need, finding the kind of lawyer you need to help you come out of the situation a winner and not a loser by any means. But your spouse or future ex-spouse may be trying to play dirty, so be careful about it. Some of you are going to manage to conceive, even if you've been trying and haven't had any success. I am seeing very good chances here of conceiving, whether you're single or in a relationship. If you want to have a baby, you have great odds at conceiving in December. You also have great odds at a new beginning in your love life if your former relationship kind of crumbles pretty much. You are going to get the opportunity to begin a new life, pretty much, to begin a new relationship. It may start off as a very lustful sort of situation. Again, I'm getting that vibe of a third party. So some of you are very heavily involved in a third party situation, or you or your spouse, and they cannot let go of it. They are too lustful. There's too much lust about that third party, so the connection can't be broken, at least not yet. If that's the issue you've been running into in your relationship in the past, know that you will be running into that issue in the future as well, and there's some significant other right now for you or your better half. For some of you, there is a significant other, so it's not simply an affair, right? There's a strong connection there, actually. It's not meaningless. It's not meaningless. If you are being told that it's meaningless, it's not meaningless. There's a lot of conflict here. There's a lot of trouble, of tribulation. I am seeing receiving news. I am seeing you receiving news, receiving papers, being very conflicted about it. So there's a strong vibe of a divorce. Things getting very hectic, almost overwhelming. But you are going to gain some clarity over the situation. You are going to get some clarity because you'll get divine intervention to help you reach that point of clarity. So there is going to be good coming out of the kind of the hubbub, kind of the confusing crisis. You will be going through a crisis. You will be disappointed. Your relationship is going to be heavily tested, that's for sure. And as a result, some of these relationships, which are, especially those which are not meant to be, they are going to be ending. You are going to be moving onwards. You are going to be moving forward, upward, right? Onward and upward. And you will be receiving support. You should be seeking support during such times. If it's not the support of your family, then seek professional support, particularly if you're going through a nasty divorce. But as you can see, some of you are meant to be going through this point of a test, this point of a challenge. You are meant to be going through this challenge because you are very likely to soon come into union with a soulmate. It may be someone you are working with. It may be someone who you work for. It may be someone who is very well off. It may be someone who is going to help you make progress in your own career, which they are going to help along either way, because being in union with a soulmate is going to raise your vibration and make you more abundant, right? Make you more productive and draw in more blessings. You are also going through a process of self-discovery, self-love, self-acceptance, and self-appreciation as a result of the changes going on in your life. It seems to be a recurrent theme. Yeah, so there's a strong sense here of something ending because it simply was not the connection which you were meant to be a part of. And that which is ending is only making room for that which was meant to be. that which was meant to be. I keep hearing actually that which was meant to be. Soulmate. See? You can't make this stuff up. So you are clearly going to either get to know or start to kind of at least feel the vibe of a soulmate, if not to actually start the relationship, because it's way too strong of a theme. It may actually be that you are meeting them or starting a relationship with them right now. It may be someone who has been by your side for a while or around you. So it may not be a new person, all in all. You will be opening up a channel of communication with this person. You will be experiencing quality communication with this person. It is something which you haven't been experiencing for a while. It will, of course, be empowering. It will help you grow. It will help you appreciate your gifts and your talents and yourself more than perhaps you might have in recent times, due to being in a low vibrational connection particularly. Of course, you're going to be ending repetitive cycles, and as a result of ending those cycles and finally entering the new stage of your life, which is going to attract your soulmate, your communion with your soulmate is going to be blessed with the 22 breaking down to a 4. You will be cleaning up your act as a result, and for that communion of souls, you will be overcoming challenges. You will be faced with challenges as well, so be prepared for that, because these unions are not for the faint of heart. But all of what it is that is going to happen to you will be helping you to heal, to overcome issues, to overcome fears, anxieties, addictions. I'm hearing addictions. You will be healing and manifesting a healthy connection, and your soulmate is going to be right there by your side. You will also be experiencing some inner child issues, which I am seeing you overcoming in divine timing. So some things are going to happen which are going to kind of provoke your inner child, your inner deepest fears. Again, the theme of self-love, which I am seeing is coming up a lot in December. Facing these inner child fears, these issues, these self-appreciation, self-worth, self-respect issues, is going to finally make you believe in yourself, believe in your worthiness, believe in the fact that you are worthy of love, worthy of appreciation, worthy of deep soul connection, the likes of which you are going to be having now. You are going to be manifesting that kind of a soul, deep connection, because you are going to finally accept and admit the fact that you are worth it. But I am warning you, you will be triggered. You will be forced to open up. I'm sensing that some of you are, let's say, hesitant to open up. It's a milder term than what I'm hearing, but let's say hesitant to open up. You will have to open up because you will be overcoming these issues by communicating, by getting therapy, by discussing things with someone. Again, those inner child issues. There is also the sense of your inner voice trying to communicate something to you, and you've been, your higher self has been trying to communicate something to you, and you've been kind of pushing it away, pushing that feeling down, that notion down. You are now going to be, let's say, encouraged to embrace what you've been ignoring. Stages of your life are clearly going to be ending. You are making a bold new step into manifesting a new reality, a new sense of self, a new sense of direction in your life, and the soulmate connection on top of that. But again, inner child issues, you need to focus on that and work on that. Angel of past issues. I am seeing you now. I am seeing you now being encouraged, being stimulated, if not actually being pushed, to finally overcome issues, not only issues of your past in this life, but also past life issues, which have been a recurrent theme for you. You will be now getting that kind of all hands on deck kind of determination to put the work in, to actually make it happen, to actually heal. And you will be encouraged to do so by the proximity or intervention of your, of course, of your soulmate as well. Which is going to show up for you, of course, in divine timing. I am getting the sense that this won't be at all an easy journey. It actually can't ever be an easy journey, right? Considering the nature of the situation. So it won't be an easy journey, but it will be a very productive and very helpful journey which you are going to go through or going to go on. Not for the faint of heart, not for the faint of heart. But then again, Aquarius, you are not faint of heart, are you? So you are going to be doing just fine. And you have a lot of divine guidance and support by your side, because this is an important part of your journey here. See? This is an important part of your life path, of your karmic cycles. I am getting the sense that you've kind of forgotten your true worth. And you are going to be freed of chains of cultural chains, relationship-related chains, family-related chains, which have been holding you down, which have been putting you down. You are now going to free yourself of all of these kind of chains that have been holding you back from your true purpose. You are going to receive relevant information, perhaps through epiphany, information which is going to help you to overcome fear-based thinking. And we are going to get you some fairies advice. And the light worker advice. Of course, past life. We're gonna get some advice for that as well. Archangel Michael is going to be by your side when you are going through all of these issues. We may be talking here about codependency, about that kind of an emotional attachment which is toxic or at least unproductive. Unproductive to say the least. Let's put it that way, right? So, let's get you first the fairies advice. Let's see what the fairies are going to advise you to do. Ooh. Okay, so baby alert for some of you. You are likely to get pregnant in December 2019. This seems to be a recurrent theme which tends to just come up again and again and again and again. So if you don't want to have a baby, if you don't want to make a baby, be careful about contraceptives, right? Cut the cords, soul retrieval. So you should be seeking help with a soul retrieval ceremony or ritual, or just guided, at least a guided meditation on that, because you are meant to retrieve bits of your soul from past lives and this life as well. I am also seeing you getting support to make your way to some destination, but the question is, are you sure about where it is that you want to go? Through the soul retrieval, you are also going to connect to your soul tribe, all the better. You are going to be getting divine guidance when it comes to your purpose and the cause of your issues, the root cause of your issues as well. I'm getting. Let's see what your past life issues may be revolving around here. Oh, interesting. So you may experience past life issues because I am getting the sense that you were so you were at heart a transgender person. You didn't identify with your natural gender. You didn't feel called to live in your society as carrier of or person of that gender. As a result, I am seeing you kind of retreated into ecclesiastic or spiritual life. You are a two-spirit person. There may be some Native American background to that as well. You were a two-spirit person. I'm getting that message very clearly, a two-spirit person, which is something that I think we would call nowadays a transgender person, even if you couldn't make the transition, right? And you are going to be learning lessons and receiving blessings as a result of that. There's something about that dual nature, that unfulfilled nature, the call to be something else than you were, the need to be something else that you were, and as a result of that, kind of getting involved in a spiritual a spiritual sort of mission in order to escape social expectations from your gender, pretty much. There are lessons to be learned here because you were self-denying, self-hating, self-chastising, and also taking on a spiritual life without feeling the calling is going to have repercussions on your future lives. So you are now going to have to learn the lesson of truly being connected to your divine higher self, to your divine higher power, in order to actually have that connection and actually manifest that kind of um, communication with your higher realms truly and deeply and personally. And there's also a lesson here about defining yourself, accepting yourself, getting to know yourself, and having the kind of a life which also involves the real you. So someone who accepts you as you are, someone who loves you as you are, a relationship based on the truth of who and what you are, and not some sort of um, convention that you take on, right? So there's a strong lesson here of um, getting to the root of the matter, getting to the truth of the matter, embracing the truth of the matter, embracing yourself, accepting yourself, getting to know yourself, living as the person that you are, living in the power, the divine brilliance of being who you truly are. And you are going to be learning lessons, and you are going to be receiving blessings as you learn these lessons, as you integrate them into your spiritual, personal, and emotional path. So interesting month, Aquarius. Interesting steps to be taken, very interesting steps to be taken, and I am sure very interesting and positive results for you at the end of the journey. So I'm sending you much love and light, and we'll be seeing you soon. Bye.